like blind date. I don't know who's coming. I'm so excited.
We won't rock you. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, look at these beautiful people.
And Richard.
It's funny because it's true.
That's right.
I laughed way too hard at that.
Look at that. Gorgeous people.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You're welcome.
we've got Jensen and Richard in the house.
Mr. Whittle.
Whittle. Which he said it with the T.
Whittle. We were discussing my
Whittle.
game.
Yes.
And Americans.
But you don't use the L either. You go Whittle.
Whittle.
Oh, you're tucking an L in there. You're hitting the L.
I'm English, speaking English. We use all the letters in
I don't know. I've met a lot of you. A lot of you don't speak it.
So, Americans replace T's with D's.
That's true.
So,
true.
I'm Ricky.
Give me a nice
I'm
cold
Ricky
glass of
Whittle.
water.
Water. Can I have some water, Ricky Whittle?
Ricky Whittle becomes
Ricky Whittle.
Ricky Whittle.
You can't even say it when you're trying to say it.
That's right. But I'm not born right or raised well. So I don't count. But hypothetically, somebody with a normal face could say it right.
You have a wonderful face.
The normal face.
Hey man, is that a good thing or a bad
This is my friend, Abby Normal.
Young Frankenstein.
Yo.
I know your movie references. All right, so say you got to say Ricky Whittle appropriately with the British way right now. With
Ricky
the T,
Whittle.
with the T's.
Ricky Whittle.
It sounds unnatural coming out of that, right?
No, he sounds like one of my buddies. Like, that was bang on.
Yeah, I know, but you coming out of like Jensen talking like that, it
me?
doesn't sound right. Yeah.
Well, it'd be Ricky Whittle.
Right, there you go. So
Ricky Whittle. Ricky Whittle.
You'd never find me in the phone book though. You're like,
That'd be like.
And next up, number 2, coming from San Diego, California, batting 527 this season.
that's good. That's good.
Ricky Whittle.
and I'd just be going like, it's Whittle. Whittle. How many times?
Well, in full disclosure, the imitation of Jensen has morphed into a non-word form.
Yeah, I don't even get words.
Because it started out years ago, Jensen has a catchphrase. I don't know if you know this, but he has a catchphrase.
I know.
Even he didn't know he had until I pointed out to him that he had a catchphrase. And his catchphrase, I believe that a lot of you know what it is this. What are we doing? Fucking hey, they all know your catchphrase. My work here is done. So he has a catchphrase that is, what are y'all doing? That has become, you don't even need
What are we doing?
well, I'm sorry, what are we doing? And you don't even need, well, the joke was, I used to have you conjugate. What are y'all doing? It'd be, what am I doing? What are you doing? What is he, she, it doing? What are we doing? What are they doing? What am I doing? What would I have done? What should I have done? What would I have done had I been there? You can do all the grammar, all the steps through with grammar. What do I wish I had done? Subjunctive. Here's what I'm saying. You don't even need words anymore to imitate Jensen because we don't do it. If I see a figure down a long hallway and I recognize that a cannonball would hit neither knee, our ancestors rode horses. There you go. You get a little room in there. You're good people.
You're part of the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's an athlete, bro. You're fast.
I was fast.
I know you're fast. Yeah. Because
I
if
was
your knees
fast.
are close together, they bang when you run forwards. But
Yeah.
we don't have to worry. So we're just like,
Yeah, both work, I guess, depending on what you're into.
we just run straight. People with no gap, they've got to run like this.
That's it. Yeah, that's no good.
Slow.
That's good.
Slow.
Yeah. What you want? You want gap. You want space.
You want
You need
gap.
to be able to move.
You want
don't want
gap
your
here.
knees hitting.
Yeah, and when I see
Straight
that
lines.
figure down the hallway, silhouetted with the cannonball space for the knees, I know that all I have to say to confirm it's who I think it is, because that is now, what are we doing? That's what it's become.
I'm gonna leave you to it. Ladies and gentlemen, you got Jensen. I'm Rich.
Ricky Whittle.
That's right. Thank you very much.
Ricky Whittle. Next day is Whittle.
Here, let me turn your chair around because I know who sat there last.
I don't know. What? Who is that? Who sits?
Jared is still 15 years old and sits like a child.
That doesn't make any sense because you can't even lean on the back of this.
It doesn't matter if it's that way. It doesn't make sense to him. It's the same reason he drives backwards.
Note to self: never get in a car with Jared. We also figured Jared's catchphrase. You know what Jared's catchphrase is? You might have figured this out. You would have to. It's not something you would know from watching the show. It's something that you would figure out doing a photo op, talking to him briefly at autographs. Whenever you engage with them, his catchphrase is, "Oh no fucking shit." I named my cat Jared. Oh no fucking shit. I got your face on my anus. Oh no fucking shit. That's his catchphrase for everything.
Which is funny because for a long time, he was very good about, not using curse words in public, and then at a certain point, something happened.
That's you!
And no. This was, I don't know, I mean, if you know this, but I don't cuss a lot on stage. Like, that's not something, but...
Oh no fucking shit.
Yeah. And he flipped a switch, and now it's just...
Old Sir Potty Mouth. Oh no fucking shit. Oh no fucking shit. Oh no fucking shit. Luckily he made it one giant word, so I guess technically it's not a curse word.
So it's not a curse word,
It's a
some-
catchphrase.
Yes, well, it's, at least that's something instead of... It just sounds like two drunk trolls.
Somewhere an elk is like, is it mating season? That's when you and I put horns on Jared and back away.
By the way, speaking of that, I just recently, I figured out, I think I might have the best deer call.
Well, you certainly have the best deer call on the stage.
You want to hear my deer call?
Yes.
Hang on, there's like something I gotta do with my... Hey dear.
Il canto per favore. Thank you. I'm trying the Rob joke. Rob was like, man, I did the ask for the check bit, but I did it in Italian, and it just died.
Wait, what was the joke?
Remember, yeah, Rob said
Rob is backstage, he's like, I bombed a joke out there. And we were like, tell us the joke, what's the joke? And he told the joke, and both he and I folded, laughed, and like, just folded in laughter. Did you guys not?
well, hold on, let's retell the joke.
You retell the joke.
This is the joke.
I'm not going to be responsible for another.
Okay, that's fine.
For another cricket response.
But just remember, if it's not funny, it's just me quoting Rob. You know what I mean? Like,
That's it.
I'm saying, I'm not.
It's not on you. You're just the messenger.
You know what I mean? So it's two robbers. The joke killed.
By the way, it was you.
Thank you.
Rob's gonna be so pissed. He's like, I told the joke and it just crickets.
I couldn't even get through the joke.
We were like, really? Because Speight went out there, he didn't even finish the setup. Got a full room laugh. Got a standing O.
Well,
everyone should stand up and clap for Speight right now. That's
I'll tell you what. Just do me a favor. Rob and Jared are going to take the stage at some point, and I'm going to start that joke again. And I want you to
I need the biggest laugh you've ever given all
lead
weekend.
with laughter when I start the joke. Thank you. But then it turned into an entire debate where Rob told the joke, and Jensen and I laughed, but then we just sat there while Matt critiqued Rob's telling of the joke.
And Matt was like, "It's wrong. You told it wrong. That's not. I don't think that's how it goes." And then
let's
dissected it.
Yeah, we'll remind you guys what the punchline is. You heard the joke, right? The punchline was, well, wobbing is always whiskey. And Matt goes, nope, that's not the punchline. Okay, maybe this is the problem. Maybe Rob screwed up the punchline. What is the punchline,
Which
Matt?
wasn't the problem with you and I, because you and I immediately laughed.
We thought it was hilarious, but you know.
We're like, that's a good joke. Who didn't laugh?
So
It's like the entire room. I'm like, what? And Matt's like, I think you told it wrong.
right, Matt, very, very certain of his opinion here. The joke was told wrong. I'm like, well, Matt, what's the punchline? He said the punchline is robbing is always whiskey.
No, the punchline.
That's what Matt
he was like, yeah, the punchline is robbing is always whiskey. And you and I look at each other and we're like, that's not funny.
That's not a punchline.
That's not a punchline. You just dissected the punchline and completely made it into the non-humor.
And Matt goes, no, Rob is saying wobbing is always whiskey. We're like, yeah,
That's funny.
That's the punchline. And he goes, that's not the punchline. The punchline is robbing is always whiskey. And we start to go in, no, Matt, it's about somebody who doesn't say their R's cleanly. And so when they say they're robbing sounds like wobbing, so they think the guy's saying is robbing risky. He's hearing it through his own pronunciation and translating it into is wobbing whiskey.
So then Matt goes, all right, you know what? I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I gotta
I gotta figure this out. So he gets down, he's like, okay, I got it. Okay, so two robbers robbing a bank. One robber grabs a bottle of whiskey, and then...
He deflated, but you're underselling how fucking confident he was as he started it. He's like, oh, I got the joke right here. Listen up. Circle up your wagons, bitches. You're about to get served. And he deflates like a balloon. Anyway, when they come out here and I start to tell that joke, you're going to go ape shit. Thank you very much. We have time for half a question. So let's start. Go ahead. What's your question?
Hi. So we all love Supernatural.
Well, I sure as shit hope so.
Yeah. But growing up, for me, Friends was my go-to show. So I was wondering, which show did you watch growing up and can relate to?
Cheers.
As a kid?
Cheers.
Yeah. Love Cheers. Love Cheers. A Family Ties.
Which was Family Ties.
Family Ties.
Family Ties, Family Matters. Not popular now, but The Cosby Show. I watched a lot of The Cosby Show.
Well, I'm a bit longer in the tooth than Mr. Ackles, and I was a big Dukes of Hazzard fan when I was a baby. Also not PC. Just want to say, no record, didn't age well.
There's a lot of things that didn't age well back in that time. I will say this though, my daughter has graduated from the Disney-esque stuff. She's now a 5th grader. She turns 11 next month, and she is now binge watching. Well, when I let her, when her TV time is now spent on Friends. Which I don't know if is appropriate for an 11.
It's not. Go on.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do you one better. And Modern Family. And I sit there and watch them with her, and I'm like, do you know what that means? And she's like, what? No, I wasn't paying attention. And I'm like, oh, perfect.
As you were.
Like all the adult humor go right over her head.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't go over my head, and I'm like, these shows are really good.
Yeah.
Like Friends was really good.
My sons are big fans of The Office.
Yeah. She'll get there. Your kids are a little
A
older.
little bit older, and then this is a weird one. My middle son is a huge fan, and this strikes me as really weird. It's not an old show. It's no longer shooting, I don't think, but it's not that old. The Rookie. The Nathan Fillion.
Fillion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like,
I shouldn't sound surprised. No, Nathan's.
no, Nathan.
I know
is,
Nathan. He's great.
He's literally it's
Nathan's
not
good
an
dude.
indictment of Nathan Fillion. He's
Yeah.
a great actor
No,
in everything he does.
Nathan's
and
awesome.
Such a nice guy.
I've always wanted to work with Nathan.
Dude,
I've known
I think-
Nathan for many, many years.
I love
I've
Nathan
never
Fillion.
worked with him, but I've always wanted to.
But I just think it's, sometimes you worry, what are your kids watching? What are they sneaking? And I found out my son was sneaking The Rookie. I'm like, listen, you, good on ya, okay? I mean, that's like finding out your son has broccoli in his drawer. You're like, keep it in the fridge, son.
Son, have you been feeding all your candy to the dog?
It's a little like, okay, it's a good problem to have. I just didn't see that coming. Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Over there. Hi.
Hi. My name is Anna-Maja. I'm from Finland. It's my first con. It's really exciting. And here's a question I've been wondering all weekend. Do you know the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi?
One is 2 syllables. One is 4.
One's on the north side, one's on the south side.
No.
Pretty sure I'm right about the syllables. Just gonna.
Okay, yeah, that's almost the right answer. The right answer is people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do.
Now I understand why they didn't like Rob's joke. Amen. Good joke. That was good. Well done. Lower the bar.
I actually had a real question as well. I just got carried away.
No, you get to ask anything you want now.
Oh, awesome. Maybe I should rethink.
Wait.
We might not answer, but you can ask whatever you want.
Hold on. You're not done? I could have sworn you were finished.
Yeah.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tip your waitress. He's here all week.
All right, my question was, Jensen, you and your wife have a production company now. Are you doing anything with that at the moment, or are you looking for projects, or are you working on something?
We have just sold a show.
Awesome.
And we are developing another book into a series that has just all been optioned and contracts have just been penned, and so we're now moving forward with that. So yeah, she's busy. And we have a team of people. It's so her and our executive and our production coordinator, they all work quite. And I just get brought in when it's like, all right, let's bring in Jensen's opinion, and it's never needed.
It's a little like weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
That we live in. Sign this.
She's been quite busy running that, and we've been quite busy. She's been quite busy doing that, and I am about to start working this summer, so she'll be doing that and I'll be doing that, but it's all interlinked. But
are you looking for anything specific with, or just projects that you like?
I mean, honestly, it's and Speight can attest to this. In this industry, it's not necessarily projects that you're not looking for, like, oh, something that really touches me, means something to me. It's like, what do I think will work?
Yeah, what'll sell?
What's gonna work?
Yeah.
What's gonna sell? What's a good project? What's something that will check boxes that people are looking for? And that's and then you find the creative part once you find that space. But it's finding the space, which I've never really been a part of or been since maybe the Winchesters, in creating a space and trying to find a package to sell, and then once you get that sold, then it's like, okay, now we get creative. Now we get into the story, and we get into the character arcs. But like I said, we've just sold one show that I will be excited to tell you what it is and when it will happen and where it will happen when I can, but I can't. But yeah, that's what's happening.
Awesome.
Cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.